Good morning, everyone. I want to call this meeting of the Pulaski County Fiscal Court to order. Glad to see everyone here today. This is where we do the county business, and certainly glad to be here. We're getting closer to spring, and everything's looking better, so we've got a little business to take care of this morning. The way we usually do this is we have a moment of silence for any concerns in the county or the nation or the state. Any individuals you'd like to remember in prayer. Ask Mr. Turpin to lead us in the pledge. So after we do the moment of silence, then we'll stand for the pledge. Have any concerns this morning that we'd like to bring before the court?
We've got a young man at the road department lost his dad yesterday in that boating accident. Remember that man?
That'd be the Wilson family.
Cody.
Anyone else? Hearing none, then I'll ask you to bow your head, and then we will have the pledge after a moment of silence. Thank you. Everyone, please stand, face the flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
First off, do we have any citizens' comments here? Anyone like to address the court? None. I'll ask for the first item would be the approval of the minutes of the March 10th meeting. I think they've got a copy in front of you. See if there's any deletions or changes in those minutes. If not, I'll ask for a motion to approve those minutes as read.
Motion to approve.
Motion by Mr. Strunk. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Wilson. All in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. In new business, our first item, I'm going to skip the American 250 right now just for a couple of minutes. I'm going to ask for permission to advertise for county bids. This is our big one of the year. We're starting it a week earlier than we did last year because we had a little trouble getting all the bids in. This is for your normal stuff like tile, oil, gas, diesel, rock, asphalt, professional services, including electrical, plumbing, concrete work, HVAC, heavy equipment operators, all that. Make sure if you have any people that know that they might want to do business with the county, make sure we get those in this year because we will have a deadline on that coming up. It will be posted in the paper and also on our website. So anyone that you think might be interested in doing county work, get that in. So I'm asking for permission to start to advertise, post the advertisement for all the county work bids.
Motion. Second.
Motion by Mr. Wilson, second by Mr. Wilden. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to the third item, actually it's listed. I'm going to ask for seasonal employees at PC Park. This is for people that are mowing and doing maintenance at the park. They're only seasonal for 9 months of the year. April 1st is coming up on us, and we're opening the park up to RVs right now. Camping spots, we're doing a lot of work there. So I'm going to ask if approval of the court for Mr. Russ Lovelace. He's been a long-time seasonal employee. I've got 3 of them. Do I need to do those individual? Or?
You can't either way.
Russ, let me ask, I've got 3 of them. Russ Lovelace, he's been here many times with us. Rocky Haste and Jackson Webb. They're replacing some of the older ones are not coming back, so we've got a couple of new persons here today.
Motion.
Motion to approve all three?
Yep.
Motion to approve all three by Mr. Wilson and a second by Mr. Wheeldon. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. This time, I'm going to ask Mr. John Alexander back up here on our American 250 presentation. We try to do these once a month.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, I feel like we've just gotten back from our tour of our elementary schools. Judge Todd and I have been taking some of our coloring books for our Color My County promotion to, I think we went to Northern Elementary School, and yesterday we went to Shopville Elementary School. So that promotion, the Color My County promotion, will be going on till the end of the month. So again, if you have kids elementary school age that want to enter our coloring contest, feel free to bring them in and get one of our coloring books here at the office.
I might interject there, John. These are coloring books from CAECO, which is our insurance carrier. They've sent us a few hundred of those, so it's a good program, and CAECO is very appreciative of us doing this through the county.
And it just so happens that the elementary schools we've been to have been doing a civics push as well to teach about local government and civics in general. So it timed out really well. What we want to talk about today is of course, our America 250 presentation. Supporting our veterans is crucial to the strength and well-being of our community because they have sacrificed time, comfort, and often their own safety to protect the freedoms we enjoy every day. When service members return home, they bring valuable skills, leadership, and a deep sense of duty, but many also face challenges such as transitioning to civilian life, accessing health care, or finding stable employment and housing. By standing behind our veterans through local programs, employment opportunities, and simple acts of appreciation, we not only honor their service, but also ensure they can continue to contribute meaningfully to our community. A community that takes care of its veterans reflects its character, gratitude, and commitment to those who have given so much on its behalf. And another thing you'll find too, when I hand this off to our editor-in-chief, Mr. Steve Cornelius, he'll notice a grammatical error in what I've typed out here. And you'll notice that probably in the paper too. I capitalize veterans every time I spell it out. It's not grammatically correct, but anytime you see me spell veterans, I'm going to capitalize it. You would be hard-pressed to find someone in this community that does more for those veterans than today's America 250 honoree. Virginia Dial with Connect Community Village works tirelessly to make sure the veterans in our area not only have a place to stay, but they have a home. I think of my father when he returned from Vietnam. His superiors told him not to wear his uniform on his way back home. We can never let a time like that happen again. We must show our veterans how important they are and how crucial they are to all our communities. Virginia Dial does that every single day with Connect Community Village. So today's America 250 recipient of our Pulaski County Colonel that we have, ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Virginia Dial.
I'm just really shocked and surprised and honored to be receiving this. It's so many of you have joined with us in having a heart for our veterans in this community, and I just want to thank you all. It couldn't be done by one person. It had to be done by a community, and you guys have been so faithful, and I thank you so much for it. Thank you.
Get everybody behind Virginia and the judge.
Up or sit down, buddy.
Pulaski County Colonel. Yes? Oh.
There you go. That's right.
All right, up next will be Miss Virginia. She's got something to ask us for this morning.
Well, I don't know how I'm going to follow that, but I will try. Thank you again very much. Good morning. My name is Virginia Dial. I'm the CEO of Connect Community Village and Bluegrass Veterans Ranch. It's been a minute since I've been to the physical court. It's just because I've been so very busy out at the ranch. We've been really moving along quite well. We have 6 finished houses right now. Starting on the second 6, our community center is just about finished. Our manager's housing is about finished, and our chapel is underway. The chapel will have a finished basement in it for as a storm shelter. It will hold about 50 people. We'll have 25 veterans out there when it's completed. So there'll even be some room to take in a few neighbors if need be. So we'll have that storm shelter in the chapel when it's finished. I just want to say thank you again for all your support. You have shown Connect Community Village and the Bluegrass Veterans Ranch over the past few years as we continue to persevere in our desire to build a transitional community that will support and assist our veterans who struggle with finding their way back home with hope and a future once they have completed their military service. I want to take the time, if I may, to read you a poem that drives all this home for why we're doing this. And so just bear with me. I can get very emotional over this Bluegrass Veterans Ranch and our veterans. And it's called Men with Broken Hearts. You'll meet many just like me upon life's busy street, with shoulders stooped and heads bowed low and eyes that stare in defeat, or souls that live within the past where sorrow plays all parts. For a living death is all that's left for men with broken hearts. You have no right to be the judge, to criticize and condemn. Just think, but for the grace of God, it would be you instead of him. One careless step or a thoughtless deed, and then the misery starts. And to those who weep, death comes cheap, these men with broken hearts. Oh, so humble you should be when they come passing by. For it is written that the greatest men never get too big to cry. Some lose faith in love and life when sorrow shoots her darts. And with hope all gone, they walk alone, these men with broken hearts. You'll never walk in that man's shoes or saw things through his eyes or stood and watched with helpless hands while the heart inside you dies. Some were paupers, some were kings, and some were masters of the arts. But in their shame, they're all the same, these men with broken hearts. Life sometimes can be so cruel that a heart will pray for death. God, why must these living dead know pain with every breath? So help your brother along the road, no matter where he starts. For the God that made you made them too, these men with broken hearts. That is why we do what we do. We want to help these men with broken hearts and these women, because they have gave so much to us, it's our turn to give back. So having said that, we are so close to completing our mission out there at the ranch. Connect Community Village has applied for a $2 million community project funding application through Congressman Rogers' office. We need your help for the request to continue to move forward. We would be honored if the Pulaski County Fiscal Court would vote to be the recipient of the pass-through funds should our request be approved through the 2027 appropriations in Washington, D.C. Thank you.
I would ask, thank you, Virginia. I would ask for a motion to approve a resolution on their grant for $2 million for the veterans.
Motion.
Second.
A motion by Mr. Wheeldon and a second by Mr. Renshaw. Any discussion on this or comments?
I think what she's doing is great. I went out there last year when she first started building these facilities and walked around and look forward to going back out there and seeing what's been done. So I think it's a great opportunity for our veterans.
I pass out there to her place quite regular, and it's looking good.
It is. A lot of activity taking place. Any other comments or questions? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The motion passes. Thank you for that resolution, Virginia. I have one other item that is not on the agenda. I need permission to buy a mower for the park, to replace an older one, and also a trailer to haul the mowers on. One of our county employees have been using their own trailer to haul the mowers around over the county to mow all our parks. So we need a regular 24-foot trailer to haul the 4 mowers, plus to buy the one. It's all of the package is under $30,000, so we don't have to bid, but we are seeking prices. The mower's going to run about $15,000 to $16,000, and the trailer will run $6,000 to $7,000. So it's $23,000 total. If we need to vote on this separately, a separate item, or it's the pleasure of the court.
Do we need to vote
Motion,
on
we
this
buy
separate?
a lawnmower and a trailer. Can we do it both together?
Mr. Strunk makes a motion to buy both items. Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Renshaw. Any other discussion?
Are we, what about the mower that it's replacing? Are we going to?
We're working on that one now. It's probably going to be a reserve mower, but we need a newer one because it's subject to go down anytime. And we may end up putting it in a surplus at a little bit later date. Any other questions or comments? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Let's see where we need to go here. I need to make a road deletion, was brought on me this morning. Mr. Renshaw, you want to lead that? I've got a motion or a ask to remove a county road from the system.
This would be it'd be a dead-end area of Office Park Drive. There was a company out of West Palm Beach, Florida, that purchased all the storage units around it on both sides of the road. I did explain to them that even though it would be removed from the county road list, that according to our attorney, that it would still be a public access road.
Probably so, if it's been used that way
Yeah.
the requisite amount of time.
But it's 278 feet of a dead-end road, and they own all the property around it now. So they've asked us that we take that out of county road maintenance, so we'll have to do a committee and look into that at this point. But I've got a whole packet that they sent me that you guys should have on your desk.
I just need to ask for a couple of magistrates to go look at it and then report back to the court if I got any volunteers to do that.
You can put me on there, Marshall.
Mr. Turpin, do I need one more?
Well,
Mr. Strump? All right. Go ahead and look at that. I think you've got the package there in front of you to take that out. I had got a little notice on it, but it is a dead-end road down in that area. All right, we'll move on to department reports. First up will be our jailer, Mr. Anthony.
Good morning.
Good morning.
By law, before April 1st, I have to give a proposed budget to the court. This is not to be voted on, but just to be given to you all, so you can get to the Budget Committee for review. Running over it briefly, the state legislature has approved for this year only to increase the state inmate costs up $4, which will take it up to $38.35, I believe. So we are getting an increase for state inmates for this year. They also approved, again, House Bill 556. This House bill is what, whenever we have inmates that go through our programs, our portals, our MRT, anger management, parenting, those type of classes, once they graduate those classes, we get a per diem rate once they complete those classes. So they have approved that again this year. We've been participating in that. We expect to bring in revenue again. We're also working with workforce development to try to get some other programs approved through the state. In order to do the programs, the Department of Corrections has to approve it, and we have to send them a curriculum. So we are working on trying to expand those programs to try to bring in more revenue by giving them more programs if we can get the state to approve it. We also got the U.S. Health and Human Services grant again for an employee. This is one of my employees that helps get their IDs, Social Security cards, driver's license if they haven't been suspended or revoked, birth certificates, medical insurance, and helps them find housing and whatever else they may need once they get released. So we've got that grant again to pay for a salary of an employee. Also, over the past 7 years, we've been able to build our work vehicles up. Every vehicle that has been purchased at the jail has either been paid by commissary or by grant funds. So all vehicles, mowers, weed eaters, trailers, everything has been paid through either grants or commissary funds, which has been no cost to the taxpayers, and also the gasoline as well has been no cost to the taxpayers. I say that to say this, since our fleet is everything is in good shape and we've been able to build it up, we anticipate that we don't have any big purchases this year. So with that being said, of course, the three big costs to the jail is salaries, food, and medical cost. But with that being said, we're going to try to reimburse the county at least $100,000 out of commissary funds this year for medical expenses. And also, we already pay 3 salaries through people who are on a work program through the commissary funds. We reimburse the county for 3 salaries. I'm going to increase that to another salary this year. So we will have a total of 5 employees that'll be paid out of commissary funds, plus another $100,000 given back to you all for medical expenses. The bottom line is I also included a small raise for the employees. The bottom line is still the same as it was last year, $5.9 million, with the county's contribution of $1.3 million. So we expect to bring in $4 million some odd in revenue this year. So.
Great job.
So.
If I could add one thing to that, I always like to promote our Rocket Docket program,
Yes.
which I know you've been a big supporter of, and it doesn't directly put money in the coffers of the county of fiscal court, but it keeps a lot of money from being spent by fiscal court. And I checked, I think it was before the last meeting, our Rocket Docket program started in 2011 when I first took office, and thanks to the magistrates that are on the court then, that was on the court then, and still on there, and those new ones that have come on. You all supported that by giving us, I think it's about $50,000 in seed money to get that program started. And for those that don't know, basically what it is it's a program where we expedite not just justice, but we expedite treatment. It's people who are charged with felony drug crimes, and the main impetus of the program is to get them in treatment as quickly as possible, and also to save the county taxpayers dollars, because what people may or may not know is in felony cases, when someone's charged with a felony and they're incarcerated, they're sitting over in the Pulaski County Detention Center, you guys are paying for them to be there. They only become state inmates, and the state starts paying for them that $38 a day or whatever it's going to be now, once they're sentenced, and then they become state inmates. So if they're still there after they're sentenced, then the state starts picking up the tab. But back in the old days, and through no one's fault, it's just the way the system worked, lots of times people would linger in the detention center for weeks or months at a time before their case, sometimes longer, before their case was ever resolved and they were made what we call a state inmate by pleading guilty to a felony charge. So our Rocket Docket program, and it takes a village, Virginia, it takes a village. It takes a cooperation of the Commonwealth Attorney's Office. It takes cooperation of the district and circuit court judges. It takes the cooperation of our office. It takes cooperation of the jailer, and it takes cooperation of fiscal court. And now the Justice and Public Safety Cabinet, once the state started helping fund this in 2016, now they're a partner in all of this. So I say all of that to give you a number. I'm kind of a numbers guy, and PAC, Prosecutors Advisory Council, keeps track of all this. So since 2016, we can document. This isn't between 2011 and 2015 before the state got involved, but what we did on our own. But since 2016, we've saved the Pulaski County taxpayers about $8.3 million by expediting making these inmates state inmates, and that's usually done within a week or two after they come into court. They come to district court for their arraignment. We negotiate a rocket docket, make a rocket docket offer. The circuit judges, usually within the next week or two, they're in circuit court, and oftentimes the plea is accepted and they're sentenced on that same date. So instead of waiting months to become a state prisoner, where we're getting paid for them, they become that within 2 or 3 weeks. So it reduces the county's financial obligation in housing these inmates. So we can document since about 2016 about $8.3 million.
So, and I know we went up, the court went up to Frankfurt and pitched for this new state law and everything for the increase. We would have loved to, we got extra money, and that's thanks to the Jailers Association, you, and the county court for going up there and advocating for this. Still some work to be done. One of the things that was part of that bill was to actually, once somebody is officially committed or convicted with time served, that any time that they were in our jail system to the point where they were convicted, the state would have to pay us back for those days. Because as county taxpayers, we're paying, if somebody goes to jail, we're paying so much per day for every day that person's in jail out of our budget, which is, like he said, it's 1.3.
1.3, right.
But I think this current year was 1.6. So that comes out of our general fund money, which could go toward blacktopping and stuff like that. So it's something that we're working on, and hopefully down the road, we can convince our state lawmakers that we need to get reimbursed for those days in jail. Because once they say time, the prior time is, we should get paid for that time that they were in jail, and not let them just walk away and leave the counties high and dry. So it's a big push by every county in the state and the Jailers Association. So even though we got a small win, we're going to still keep pushing next year for even more for them to take care of the county jail systems.
Any other comments?
Thank you all.
Thanks, Anthony. Next up be public safety. Stacy?
Morning, Judge. Had a couple of vehicles to surplus for 2 different fire departments. Ferguson Fire Department asked to surplus a Dodge Charger. It's a 2012 model. they wanted to use the funds back to reinvest in another vehicle they're looking at purchasing.
I make a motion that we approve the sale of their vehicle. It was a vehicle that they purchased on their own and not with county money, with their own money and their savings. And so any money that they get for selling that vehicle, I make a motion that also goes back to the fire department for reinvestment.
Have a motion by Mr. Renshaw to surplus that vehicle.
Second.
Second by somebody. Mr. Turpin. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion passes.
Next one's Burnside Fire Department. They've got a F-250 2002 model Ford pickup truck, two-wheel drive. They're gonna run it on Gov Deal or use it as a trade-in at a dealership to upgrade the truck.
So I have the same motion on that vehicle too.
Motion by Mr. Renshaw to surplus the truck at Burnside.
Second.
Second by Mr. Wilden.
And use the money to.
Any comments we have on continuing here? Any other comments? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Thanks,
And
guys.
the last request I've got is to ask the court's permission to spend over the $5,000 admin code that I'm allotted to purchase a repeater system. It's over the $5,000 limit that I have to bring before the court. It's under $30,000, but it's over $5,000. And that's for a repeater system for the east end of the county. So that's the last one that we like, finishing up our radio systems.
Motion.
Motion with somebody on this side. Mr. Turpin.
Second.
Second by Mr. Renshaw. Any discussion on this purchase? All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Stacy. Next up will be our road department. I will take care of that. Need a motion for 4,000 gallon of tack oil.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Wilson.
Second.
Second by Mr. Renshaw. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next up is the road list. I think we have that in front of everyone.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Wilden, second by Mr. Renshaw. Any discussion on the road list? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Got one other item on the road department. We need to purchase a new spray rig. We think the one we have is going to take about $2,500 to fix. The new rig would cost about $6,450. As you know, we have a lot of right-of-ways that have to be sprayed to kill back the green stuff. So I'd need a motion to purchase that.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Wilson and a second by Mr. Renshaw. Any discussion on the purchase of the spray rig?
They did show me when I was over there, that rig, and it has some cracks in it and stuff like that, and it definitely needs to be replaced.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Next up would be our treasurer, Ms. Carissa.
Looking for approval of the February bank reconciliations.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Renshaw on the bank recs. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Turpin. Any discussion on that? All in favor, say aye. Opposed? Motion passes.
And then the last thing I've got is the February treasurer settlement report.
Motion.
Second by Mr. Renshaw on the treasurer settlement.
Second.
Second by Mr. Wilden. Any discussion?
We have to do a separate approval on the fund transfer.
Yes. Sorry.
All in favor of that motion, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Treasurer settlement passes.
Good catch, Mark. And then I also have need approval to transfer money from the grant fund to the general fund. It was ACH'd into that account, and apparently, I guess, the IRS had the wrong bank information.
We blame it on the IRS.
We are going to blame it on the IRS.
Have a motion for the fund transfer?
I just had a question. Did you just say from general fund to grant?
No, from grant to general.
Okay. And then, what's this thing at the end, 2024-25 in lieu of taxes?
That's the GL account that it should have went into in the general fund.
Did I get a motion on that?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Strunk,
Second.
second by Mr. Renshaw. Any discussion on the fund transfer? All in favor say aye. Any opposed? And motion carries. Any other business to be brought before the court? I do want to announce the old Shopville Bridge is almost complete. They're blacktopping the final approaches right now. It's right below the Shopville Elementary, and it will be open tomorrow. We have official ribbon cutting with some state officials coming in at 10 o'clock in the morning. We'd like to see everyone there. So it's almost $1 million project, and it's a great-looking bridge. It's been needed to be replaced for a long time, and we've got it replaced thanks to state grants. That's what it pays to have these good relationships with people in the state. So they're coming down tomorrow to help us cut a big ribbon at 10 o'clock, so be there. Everyone's invited. Any other comments?
In regard to that, just to let everybody know, that's been 3 years in the works.
It takes a while.
We applied for 2 federal grants and got denied, and we got with Bobby Joe Lewis at the state transportation, going to all these conferences and stuff, and just, she helped us get it together. So that bridge, if you guys seen my videos of where they were bringing in the beams, that bridge should last 100 years. So long after we're all gone, that bridge will still be there. So.
We are applying for other grants. I'm anxious to see what the General Assembly, when they adjourn April 15th, what they have to announce for us. So I think we're talking to them on some other stuff, so hopefully we'll have some other announcements coming up pretty quick, especially on some roads. So I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Wilson. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Turpin or Mr. Wilson. Put them all. We'll all stand adjourned. Thank you all.